Hey guys, is this thing on?
I'm sure I plugged it in. Is that plugged in over there?
Andy, is this thing on?
Checking. 1, 2.
Is this thing on?
Check. I have phantom power. Ooh.
Welcome to Chicks with Gear, the podcast, where three lifelong friends get together, drink some coffee, play some music, talk about gear, and our quest for the most perfect acoustic sound on stage. I'm Deb.
I'm Julie.
I'm Andy.
Who's not a chick. No, he's not. He's the fabulous resident gearhead, Andy Most. Andy.
Julie.
Andy, who we got in the house today?
It's Ann Johnson, or better known as Americana Ann.
Yes. Welcome to the podcast, Ann.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, good morning, Ann.
Good morning.
We are excited to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for asking me.
We met you maybe 3 years ago. Does that sound about right?
I think so, yes.
Yes, on the fabulous George Hamilton, Americana Central Time.
WKRM.
Yeah.
In Columbia.
I love that,
Columbia.
in Columbia. And he's got all the kind of sounds like we do, so we were inspired. So we have our own little sound machine, too. So.
Which is very cool.
Yes. Question the three of us were thinking about earlier today was, how did you meet George?
He was doing his radio show in Handy Hardware in downtown Franklin.
Really?
And he, yes. And he asked me to come on as the hillbilly tour guide.
No way.
He did. Because when I was 16 years old, I worked at the Country Music Hall of Fame.
No way.
As a tour guide. And so I would say, welcome y'all to the Country Music Hall of Fame. I'm your tour guide, Ann, and I'll be with you today throughout the tour. Today we'll be seeing a movie starring the late Tex Ritter, Jeannie C. Riley, and Tom T. Hall.
Oh.
That's all I can remember.
Well,
That's pretty darn good.
We're going to cheer that one. That's pretty great.
Yes, memories sometimes is hard these days.
They were lucky
Yeah.
to get you, whoever
Yeah, they
got
were.
you. So.
Yes.
Thank
I bet
you.
the people that came in loved it. Hey, y'all. I
What?
think we forgot something.
What?
We need some magic mind. I could use some.
Oh, I could definitely use the magic mind.
I definitely want to reclaim my brain.
Yes, and that is exactly what this
Ann,
stuff does.
You ready for some magic?
This is a brand new batch, y'all. They send me now 2 batches at a time.
So what do we do? Do we take it like a shot?
Yes, it is a shot of magic.
It's still green.
I can't do it as a shot. I just got that.
I can't get it all down in one shot.
This is quite tasty.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Let the flow state begin.
So when will the smartness begin?
Oh, right now. Like, you're
love
so
that.
smart already. But now you're going to be even smarter.
I'm hoping it works.
Well, I think if we think it works, it will work.
Well, yeah, I'm positive. I believe.
I
too.
do. I believe in magic.
Andy?
I love to believe.
So,
Me too.
Andy too.
Oh.
So you were saying about how you kind of got involved in broadcasting and sort of really the music world of Americana.
Yes, and so I guess it started with GV, with Handy Hardware.
That is so
And
cool.
he had asked me to come on and just be the hillbilly tour guide. So I was excited to do that. And then he would say, and we have our hillbilly tour guide, and we're going to ask her a question, but not for a speaking part.
Ow.
Well,
And then, of course, I can't hold back.
no. Nor should you.
I've never been able to do that.
That's so fun. Well, I think you guys make a great combination. It's
you.
always fun. We love coming and being on the show.
How long ago was that?
That would have to be maybe in, I want to say 2008.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a
time.
long time.
That's
Yes.
a long partnership.
Yes.
And was it always like it is now, or has it evolved into something
It has
else?
evolved.
You want to talk about that?
Yes, it's definitely evolved because when we started the show, he called and asked me if I would be willing to do this, and I had no idea what to expect.
Oh.
But the guests on the show were such heavyweights, like Bernie Ledden.
Wow.
Yeah, John Cowan,
No kidding.
J.D. Souther,
Ooh.
and he passed away.
I know.
Yes. And I met him online.
You did.
I did.
Like a dating app?
A dating app.
Wow.
He was on Zeus, and I met him on this dating app. His name was Jake.
Oh, Jake. That's a good name.
And so, we went out to dinner, and he was just lovely.
Oh,
He's really teeny tiny.
Oh, really?
So I think I'm a lot bigger than he
Did
was.
did he write a song about you, Americana Ann? That would have been a great song.
I know.
I don't know, but you know what? He came on the radio show,
Wow.
That's fabulous.
which was great.
Yeah.
It was really, really great.
Oh, yeah.
But what I loved was that his pictures on the dating app were his album. Was
No.
his album cover? Yes. Yes,
Way
it
to
was.
go, JD.
Yes, it was.
That's funny.
So did he kiss you on the first date?
No,
He's a
I didn't.
gentleman.
Well, I wasn't going there.
It didn't happen, the chemistry.
No.
Well,
You know, he was a lot older than me.
Oh, well, yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
He would have been older.
Yeah, he was
But
older
I
than
was
me.
saying when he passed away, basically every favorite song I have, he wrote.
Yes, he wrote
yeah.
all of the Eagles.
Oh, I know.
It's insane.
Yes.
The talent.
Oh, I know.
He oozes talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just a lot of fun.
Oh, that is so cool.
I bet he had some good stories, too.
He had great stories,
Yeah.
and we just became friends.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
So, how did the show get down to Columbia?
When Handy Hardware decided they wanted to close the doors, then the Willoughbys, who owned Handy Hardware,
Oh.
just decided to close the doors. They were retiring, and so there was nowhere to go.
Wow.
And so then George found his way to Columbia and Kennedy Broadcasting
Cool.
and Delk Kennedy. And then I guess he presented to them the Americana show, and it worked out. It's still working out beautifully.
It's such a beautiful downtown area. It's beautiful. It's
is
absolutely beautiful.
It
and
is.
I think it's a hidden gem.
It is a hidden gem.
It is.
Yes. Yeah.
And you all do a podcast as well.
We do. We turn every show into a podcast.
That is so cool.
We do. And it's just with all the wonderful guests that we've had over the years,
Yes.
because I think I've been doing this with George, and I call him GV, George 5.
That's right.
People ask me, when I tell them I do the show with George Hamilton, is he, the guy with the tan?
For the bacon bit, man.
And I said, no.
No.
I just say, do you
No.
know the song Abilene? And they'll go, oh, yeah. And I'll say, well, his dad made that song famous.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because he did.
He did.
So he's G4 and George is G5. And then George's son is G6.
I love that.
So I call him G6. I call him GV. Yes.
Well, when we had our record deal, we met GV back in the day.
That's right.
And he was kind of out with his music at the same time we were out. And so we had bumped into him a bunch.
Yeah.
It was always fun. He was always so sweet and kind, and never forgot it.
Well, we were all around when the whole Americana Association started. I remember we went to the very first
Wow.
meeting, I guess what we call it. They were just really starting
With
it.
Jed Hilley?
Yeah, I mean, it was literally had just started as more of an organization. And I remember thinking, what's Americana?
I love the Americana Music Triangle, which really takes Nashville, to Memphis, all the way down to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And in that, there are 9 genres.
It's amazing.
And rap is not one of them.
No. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not.
So I was reading a little bit about the start of this Americana Triangle. Do you want to talk a little about? Because I had never actually heard about that. It started a couple of years ago, right?
Well, several years ago.
Several.
Probably maybe more about 5 years ago by
Okay.
Aubrey Preston.
Yeah.
And he is the new founder of Leaper's Fork. I love Leaper's Fork.
I do
I
too.
just love Leaper's Fork. I do too. And so I had lived there for several years. I even had my office there until the flood.
Oh.
The flood came and I lost my office,
Oh.
That's
which was
tragic.
terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So, but Leaper's Fork is just a great place, and there are there's Fox and Lock that's there.
Yes.
Have y'all ever played there?
We've not. We've been there, but and it's really cool.
I think that would be some place to definitely.
We would love to play there.
I think you would be phenomenal. You
Why,
would be.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
I think
would
that'd be fun. Well, there's so much, not just music that's there. There's the whole art community is there,
Art,
paintings
yes,
and
painting, yes.
artists, and it's all like right in that little area. You
And then
Songwriters.
there's the matriarch. Her name is Marty Hunt. And when there's an important visitor in town, she comes to you and she says, "It's time to flower up."
No way.
And you better flower up.
Talk to me about flower up. I've not heard this expression.
we need some.
Well, I think she probably coined it.
I love it.
Yes.
What does that mean? Flower
Get
up.
fancy,
It is fancy.
fix up.
Yes, fix up. And that means important people are coming to town. And so get your stuff in order.
Oh, well, we flowered up for you here. We've got some beautiful
appreciate that.
roses.
It's
Well,
beautiful.
Before Joe Glazer flowered up and moved to Berry Hill, his shop was in Leaper's Fork.
I did not know that.
And Joe, I saw Joe the other night.
you did?
At the inductee
Pope?
ceremony. Yes.
Oh.
Of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Toby Keith.
Oh, my gosh. Are you there?
I was there.
Oh, how
wow.
was that?
It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. Sean Camp sang a song for John Anderson. And John Burton was inducted. And not only that, oh my gosh, Keith Richards came there to play.
Really?
And I saw pictures of Lisa Stewart with him.
Lisa Stewart, yes,
We're not with
because
them
she's,
over there,
yes,
yeah.
because she's with Sean Camp. They are coming on WKRM this coming Sunday night.
Oh, that's so awesome.
They are, yes.
I believe Jeff King played at the show also.
Oh, very
Yes.
cool.
Elvis Costello.
Right?
It was fan.
Yeah, that's exciting.
fabulous.
Wow.
Fabulous.
That
It was
is-
just amazing.
So you get around, girlfriend.
See, I told you, you know everybody. I see. I know these things. You're way too humble.
Well, I do my best.
So what was the goal of the Americana Triangle? Because it sounds like it became more about like trying to get more tourism in these areas for
Yes,
music.
that is correct.
So
that is
talk
correct.
about that. That's so
So,
interesting.
it's 1,500 miles.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way through, and in the driving trails there are places that you can stop along the way and just read the amazing history, which
Really cool.
is so cool. It's really fascinating when you really stop and think about it. And I was on the launch bus with Aubrey Preston.
No way.
When he started this,
Oh.
he wrapped a big, huge bus, and we all went to 5 cities in several
Gosh,
days.
that is so cool.
We were actually in the hometown of let's see, Lucille, the guy that the guitar.
B.B. King.
B.B. King. Yes, we were.
Did you go to the
in-
Crossroads?
We did.
Oh, did you? It's so awesome.
I have a little vial of dirt
No way.
from the Crossroads.
Oh, Robert Johnson.
Yes.
He sold his soul to
Sold
the
his
devil.
soul to the devil because he couldn't play a lick.
But then he could.
And then he could. And that was just, that was
I've
just
been doing it
amazing.
wrong all this time, Andy.
That is so cool.
That's what she's.
Oh, and at one point on the tour bus, and of course all of this was staged, but we had no idea. So they picked up a hitchhiker
No way.
in Mississippi,
Really?
got on the bus, and then he just started playing harmonica.
Oh.
And then Trey Bruce was on there.
Oh, really?
He was on there with us, and so everybody just started jamming, and we just listened.
So is there a place to see this, like on YouTube or anything? Did you guys get it videoed?
Well, I'm sure there's video of it. But Andy Scarlatti, who was a wonderful photographer, he passed away.
Oh, he took our photos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no.
Yeah, a couple years
Passed
ago.
away. And that's been very sad for all of us.
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
loved him because he
Yeah.
was just
Very
Talented.
beautiful
Very-
documentary kind of
Yes,
photos and graphic
yes.
and just
I
beautiful.
knew that name sounded familiar. Yeah.
amazing talent.
Oh,
So anyway,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Oh.
wow. So you were talking earlier about some kind of backyard.
Nashville's Big Backyard,
Yeah.
which is Nashville's Big Backyard is really all of the places around Nashville, Tennessee, but there's really 12 focused communities that really participate.
Oh.
And they're along the Natchez Trace. And so we need to get Mike Wolf on your show because he is the spokesperson for Nashville's Big Backyard as well as the Americana Music Triangle.
Oh, well, come on, Mike. We'd love
come
to
on,
have
Mike.
you.
We'd love to have you.
Yep. Yeah, I love that. Well, you know that Natchez Trace. I used to ride up there, just because it was so beautiful, and yeah, just for something different to go a different way, and it's so beautiful, unspoiled. It's really pretty.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially when you get down to Mississippi.
Oh,
Have you? I used to
love
be down there a lot, and this doctor that I was working with for a while said we should go this particular way. Hours later.
Yeah. No, this
But it
is
was
like a Sunday
beautiful.
afternoon kind of drive.
Yeah, this is a long drive, but it's just I had no idea how long it was and how beautiful it is, that
Yes.
whole area.
yes. And on the Americana Music Tour bus, we actually stopped in Tupelo.
Oh, yeah.
And we went in the very shop where Elvis bought his first guitar. And
No.
they have an X
No way.
on the floor.
No.
And you can stand where Elvis stood. Which is
that's
just
so
it just
cool.
gives you goosebumps.
Now,
Yeah.
how old would have Elvis been when he bought his first guitar?
Oh, I want to say he was maybe 14.
I was going to say 15 or 16, but yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really exciting. But my favorite place in all of Mississippi is Natchez, Mississippi.
Oh, I don't know if I've actually been to Natchez.
Well, anyone that has not been to Natchez, Mississippi, needs to venture.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because before the Civil War, Natchez, Mississippi had more millionaires than anywhere in the entire country.
Wowza.
And it is well over 300 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yes. And an unfortunate band that came out of there, they were so talented, ridiculously talented, Bishop Gunn. And of course, they just like drugs and alcohol too much.
Oh,
And
no.
so it really ruined their career.
Oh,
But
wow.
they had actually opened up for the Rolling Stones.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes. And Leonard Skinner.
Oh, wowza.
So it's just unfortunate what drugs and alcohol can do.
Yeah, it is very, very, very troubling, actually.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
gotten worse and worse, not better over the years.
Right.
It's just really amazing. We are actually just at a benefit that we performed at on
Yeah.
Saturday, and it's a beautiful program. Julie, do you want to talk a little bit more about it?
It's called Recovery Court, and I know Nashville has one also, but this was in
Yes.
Murfreesboro, and they started it last year. We played for it last year and this year, and I have to tell you that last year I cried through this man's testimony, and where it's a it's a program that the judges and attorneys and the police and a lot of the staff that work in the prisons will put people in when they've hit rock bottom. They've been arrested 3 or 4 times. There's no hope. And they have different categories, like some for drugs and alcohol, some for
mental illness.
Yeah, mental illness. And the struggle for some of these people, I didn't know this existed.
No.
And the love that, you think about the judges and the police, and, we have an image of that, but they care so much for these people and want to see them get ahead and reclaim their life after making mistakes. And some of these people have been, homeless since they were 13 or 14 or on drugs at 14 years old. And
truly rock bottom, nowhere to go. And they're in the system, and this program basically blesses somebody.
Yes.
They have to be willing to do it. It's not easy. They get up and tell their stories.
Yes.
But it's just awesome to know that there are people that care, and that sometimes our justice system gets a lot of bad rap, but there are people who are in that system that don't want people to have, they don't want to have those jobs because we're incarcerating people. And to think that, it was just mind-blowing to me. I didn't know anything like this existed until we were asked to participate last year. And
how fortunate are y'all to be able to participate in that. I was a part of recovery court in Williamson County. I would put together benefits for them.
Yeah.
And I was on the DUI board. So we put together a fundraiser. And of course, there was no alcohol in the fundraiser. And so we didn't really raise that much money. But it was wonderful. Denise Andre was the judge, and she was very fair. Gave people so much opportunity.
it's incredible.
It just is incredible because they can actually be a part of society and not outcasts.
And then they go back and they help. The one little guy that spoke this time was talking about how he's gone back into the prisons and he's helping them, and he has a job, and the police, the judges, the attorneys all cheered him. They have a big graduation when they come out, and it's genuine love. Like you can see, after the guy last year, I think he OD'd 4 times, and they kept trying with him, and all those people that were in the prison with him, as counselors, they cheered him. It was amazing. I think he was 3 years sober, and was really I wept through it. I got to tell you, he was amazing. Yeah,
I can understand. And it's just, it's amazing when they work the program.
Yeah.
You can come out the other side.
Yes, you can
if
come
you've
out
got people
on the
that
other
care
side.
and you're willing to. And it's amazing what love can do, because it really is that piece of humanity.
Yes, and when people give their testimonies, they will make me cry.
Yeah, me too.
Because they are just stronger than death.
Yes. And they're so open about it. Look where I was and look where I am. There's no pretense, and they know it's going to be forever, having to work hard at it. But it's amazing.
And it is hard work. It is most definitely hard work. And I can't imagine. Because I've never had anything get a hold of me like that.
Right.
So I've just always had this huge fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's addicted to Magic Mind.
So is it working?
No.
Well, you be the judge.
It might be working for Deb.
side.
Andy and I only take it once a week. It's not helping.
Americana Ann.
Oh.
Besides from
Yes, Andy
George's wonderful partner in Columbia. Fantastic.
Columbia.
Rumor has it you've had an interesting job for many years.
I
Some
always...
years. I don't know how many.
Actually, 33. And
Many
I always
years.
get most unusual career whenever I go to my high school reunions.
I bet.
Yes, because I am a trash talker.
She trash talks. So does Julie.
Me too.
Yeah, I do. I will admit.
I am a garbage broker.
Wow.
I have a
What is a
company.
garbage broker?
I'm a garbage broker. I negotiate garbage prices for companies like all of the J. Alexander's locations across the country.
This is cool.
It is cool. Yes, it is very cool.
So what made you do this? How did this come about?
Because my dad told me that if I do not quit $20-ing him to death every single day, I was going to be in trouble, and he was going to get me an effing job, whether I liked it or not.
So how old were you when this was about coming about?
I want to say I was about 24 years old.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. Then I got a job. I got 2 jobs. I got a job at BFI, Browning Ferris Industries.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got a job at Waste Management. So I had to decide. So the deciding factor was that BFI wanted me to drive my own car, and I drove a Yugo.
Oh, what's a Yugo?
It was a little car.
Yugoslavian car.
Yeah, I remember.
And they were $3,500 out the door.
Oh, wow.
And my boyfriend at the time, Glenn Sutton,
Oh, you know that name.
he had a little bit too much. He was overserved a lot. And he took my car, my little Honda Prelude, and he sold it.
What?
He sold it.
That's not nice.
And then, no, it wasn't nice. But he had to buy me another car. And he didn't want me to have a car payment.
Oh, we like that about him.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And he was so wonderful. He really was wonderful. And he was funny every single day.
Wow.
But he has since passed away. Which
Very sad.
I called him Baby Glenn, and he called me Baby Ann.
Oh.
And he wrote me poems.
No way.
Oh, I love that.
That is so sweet.
Yes, she takes the pictures, I write the songs. We never have an argument. That's why we get along. She's my woman and I'm her man. She calls me Baby Glenn and I call her Baby Ann.
I love that. Oh my
Do you
gosh.
remember codophones? You know, codophones.
Yeah.
So he would do my codophone. And this is Honorable Butler Ling Ting Wong and Johnson in Jacuzzi away from phone. Please weave honorable message at sound of tone. Boing. Sayonara. Cute is tone.
That's great.
And he wrote with Billy Sherrill.
Right.
And they were estranged.
Okay.
But Billy Sherrill, I met him.
Oh,
and
wow.
Baby Glenn took me to see him. And they were, of course, drinking together. And Billy decided that he was going to try and shoot me because I couldn't answer who the Secretary of State was.
Oh.
Oh, with a gun?
Yes.
Oh, my.
He didn't live too far from here.
Oh, wow. He's kind of aggressive.
He was definitely aggressive, assertive, and overpowering.
That's the understatement. Oh, we need this. Foul. That's a party foul.
Put your guns away, dude.
That's no good. No bueno.
But
I'm glad he didn't shoot you.
No, he didn't shoot me. And when I was with Glenn, I got to meet a lot of interesting people at a very early
amazing.
age.
Yeah.
I met him at Maud's Courtyard. And he came in a hot pink Elvis suit.
Oh.
What?
Hot pink Elvis suit. And do y'all remember Maud's Courtyard?
No.
Vaguely.
Well, Maud's Courtyard was the place for everyone in the music business. And so
Is that like
was,
kind of behind
I've never been there.
it was on Demumbrium.
Demumbrium? Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was on Demumbrium, and it was Jerry House would go there. So many people would go there. But he walked in a hot pink Elvis suit, and someone had just dropped a glass.
Oh, no.
And he said, "Oh my gosh, the setting just fell out of Lynn's ring." And he was talking about his ex-wife, Lynn Anderson. And so then, the crowd just laughed.
I
And
bet
he
they
was
did.
so popular.
Oh,
He was
my
just so
gosh.
popular. And so then he stopped and he said, "Oh my gosh, I see the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my whole life." And he just started walking to my table.
Wow. I love that.
and he sat down with my girlfriend, Kathy Dixon.
Oh.
And the next day at my office, this man appeared in just regular clothing.
You didn't know who he was.
He introduced himself, and from that minute forward, he was so much fun. He was so much fun. But he was 23 years older than me.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, he was. He was a lot older than me.
He was like another whole person of you.
Yes, yes, because I met him when I was 23. And he was working at Tree Music.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
and that's where he had sold his catalog to Tree.
That's right.
See, what did I say? You know everybody.
She does know
You
everybody.
do. That's so awesome.
So you know Brent Moyer, correct? He's been on.
Yes, he's been on the show.
So
Hi, Brent.
Hey, Brent. We're gonna get him on here.
Yeah, we would love to have him on.
So I don't know. Did he talk about the Chili Shack show when he was on there at all?
You know, he talks about so many things.
Yeah.
Does he?
But yes, he does.
So Glenn was on that show. So, and I used to play in the band on that show.
Oh, wow.
That
That's
was
really
cool.
cool.
And also Glenn's ex. But that's all I got.
And that's enough.
Yeah, that's
good. That's good. Very good. Nicely done.
So you were talking about how you started your business at 23, 24 years old.
Yes.
Yes.
So
how did you know how to do all this?
Well, I was with Waste Management for 7 years, and I had stayed with Waste Management because they gave me a company car. BFI wanted me to drive my own Yugo.
No, thank you.
No, I didn't want to drive my Yugo.
Well, you're putting miles on your car. Why not do it with
Exactly.
somebody
You
else's?
can't fit much
Somebody
garbage
else-
in
No, I
there.
was going to say, you can't get much in that. Well, you go.
No, you go, we go, they go. It goes.
Take your Yugo and get out.
That's funny.
And it was fun. That was a fun little car to have. But
Yeah.
while I was at Waste Management for 7 years, I learned how to do everything that they did. And so then I was able to start my own company.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, so 10 months after I left, I started my own company, and I thought of the idea while I was cutting grass one day.
Oh, I love that.
What's it called?
Waste Tech Services. Talking trash, saving cash.
Oh, I love it. That's a good one. Do you have a little jingle?
No.
What? All the people you know didn't write you a jingle for that?
No. My boyfriend writes jingles. I haven't asked him to
Have
write
him
me
do
a
it.
jingle.
I
Dang
think
it.
it would be awesome.
Yeah. It sounds like a
Americana
jingle
M.
already.
It does. But you just put some
Talking
music to
trash.
that. Yeah.
Talking
Saving
trash,
cash.
saving cash. I mean, y'all could sing it.
I know.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I would love that.
All right.
I would love that because y'all know y'all are my favorite.
Oh, well,
do.
you're our favorite.
Yes.
Americana Ann.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
So, of all the things you've done a lot. What's your favorite memory of like, this is when.
Skyville Live.
Oh, talk about this.
Skyville Live was a very small venue, and it was in Berry Hill. A friend of mine, Bonnie Garner,
Okay.
and you may know Bonnie. She managed the Highwaymen.
Oh, I don't know her, but I know the Highland.
She's a Forkian.
Oh.
So she lives in Leapers Fork.
Nice.
And she's been a longtime friend. And I love and adore her. And she asked me if I would put together the gift baskets for all of the artists. And so whenever I do something, the patriarch of Leapers Fork was a man by the name of Bruce Hunt.
Oh.
He was just amazing, and he was in the advertising business, and he could just come up with all kinds of things. And so he said to me, I just want you to think about something. And he said, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. And so I have always tried to work on those very principles.
I love this.
And so anything I do, it's over the top. It's just over the top.
That's why we get along, because we think the same way.
Yeah,
If we're going
I
to do it, let's just make it
let's
big.
just make it big.
Yeah.
Yes, make it big, make it better, make it
Yeah.
just pop. It has got to pop. And so that's what I did. And so when I worked with Skyville Live, I put together all of the gift baskets, and I would find out all of the people that were going to be on the show, and then I would do research on them. And their gift baskets, for example, were tailored to what they liked. So Chris Stapleton, for example, he was a carnivore.
Oh.
He loved beef jerky.
Oh, beef jerky.
Every kind of jerky. So there was a store in the factory, and I could go to people, and I never had to pay a penny for anything because they would get tickets to the show. And when you have people coming on the show like Greg Allman or Graham Nash,
Holy cow.
then Toby Keith.
Wow.
Yes, and it was just a small venue. So
Really? That was in Leapers Fork or in the
no, it was in Berry Hill.
Oh, Berry
Hill.
Hill.
That's right.
It
She
was
said
in
that.
Berry Hill, and there were only 200 seats. That was
Oh,
it.
wow.
Just a teeny tiny venue.
When was this?
This was in 2015, 16,
Okay.
and 17. So I did
Wow.
this for a couple of years, and it was so much fun.
I bet.
And then everyone that donated all of their wares to the show would give me things for the baskets.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So I would just make them over the top.
Wow.
And they were huge, and they were amazing.
Wow.
And so people loved coming to the shows.
I bet.
I know. I can't believe I didn't go to one.
I didn't know you then.
I know.
I
But
didn't
if
know
I
about
had-
it.
I know.
But if I had, y'all would have been a part. You
That's
would have
right.
been on stage.
Oh,
You definitely would have been
I
on
would have been
stage.
happy to be in the audience too.
Yeah.
I know.
I love smaller venues to go see people. I love that. You feel like you're part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's more intimate. People talk to you more, than at the big stadiums. That's not my favorite.
Right.
But
Now, do they still have shows in the factory? I remember years ago I never can say his name, Raul Malu from the Mavericks.
Oh.
He did a show there for, I forget what it was, and it was somewhere in the factory, and it was this beautiful.
Liberty Hall.
Yeah. Do they still do that over there?
I don't know because the factory has sold a couple of times.
Ah, okay.
And so I don't really know. I haven't really kept up with it, but I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I haven't been over there in a
You
while.
saw John Barry there also,
yeah.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Barry. Yeah.
because we went out to eat after.
Yes, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Christmas
yes.
show.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we did.
But I
That
do
one was
know
low
they've
on your list of memories, but that's okay.
opened up the old restaurant that was there at one time called Sapphires.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it
love
was-
that restaurant.
Yes, and it was owned by Tom Morales, and he has since given it to his daughter.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is open actually now.
It is. Oh, I did not know
Oh,
this.
wow.
That's a
My
great place.
contractor that I renovate houses.
I think I've seen that on social media.
Yeah. I just got finished doing a 1795 log cabin.
What?
Ooh.
Yes. And
cow.
it was my very favorite house I've ever lived in my whole entire life.
that.
But it was simply too far away. It was an hour and a half from
Wow.
anything
Where was this now?
in Houston County.
I don't know
wow.
Houston County.
Aaron.
So Aaron,
Ah.
Not that I'm stalking
Aaron
you or
Gobron.
anything.
They have So Aaron has a huge, every single year, St. Patrick's Day, 2-week-long festival.
Really?
Yes. They
We're
sure do.
Irish.
I know. We need to
Oh,
get
you're
there.
Irish.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Our original names given at birth are Doyle.
Wow.
Yeah.
When we moved here, we were the Doyles. But people here say Dole. They can't do the diphthong here. So we were the Doles. And
I
somebody
would say
said,
Doyle.
so somebody said you should change your name. The Doles are people you have to dinner, not a music group.
Oh, wow.
So that's where we came up with Wade.
It was our dad's middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, is
His
it really?
mom's maiden name.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's still a family name.
Sisters Wade Revival.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah. We were the Wades. And then when we got our record deal, they found a group in Europe that was doing gospel music and they would not let us share the trademark. So we had to go with Sisters Wade.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
In some
people
parts
are
of
just
Tennessee.
stingy like that.
I know. And sometimes we're called the Wadis. Sisters Wadi. We had some friends. We had some friends that would call us that. The Wadis.
Well, my first name is Cheryl.
It is.
Oh,
But
that's pretty.
when people call me Cheryl, that's
Cheryl.
it.
See,
That's
it's the
it.
same thing, right?
That's it.
They just
I
kind of.
cannot even handle that.
Yeah, same thing here. The Dole, I didn't like that.
So in first grade, I just thought that I needed to be called Cheryl.
Oh.
And then I learned that people were going to call me Cheryl.
Shirley.
Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
So then I just decided from then on that I would just be known as Ann Johnson.
Oh, now is Ann your middle name?
My Ann is my middle name.
Me too.
Is it?
Yes.
And you know
Debbie's
what?
initials spelled Dad.
Yeah.
Deborah Ann Doyle. Dad.
But no one ever called me Deborah until I got in the first grade. And so on my desk said this big long name. And this lady kept calling me Deborah. And I came home crying. I'm like, Mom, they won't not call me my name. She's like, well, what are they calling you? Deborah. She goes, that is your name. I'm like, well, why didn't you ever call me that?
Our mom has an IE fetish, so everything has got to have an IE. Debbie, Julie, Daddy, Mommy,
I before E.
Mitzi.
I before E except after C.
Yeah, that's a good one to remember.
So, Americana Ann, out of all the amazing guests that
Yes.
you've had on,
Yes.
do you have a favorite?
It would be Bernie Ledden.
Wow.
Yes.
Did he play by any chance at all?
He did. He played
Excellent.
guitar with John Cowan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Love John Cowan.
Yes. So that was pretty amazing. And just the history
Right.
behind that. And before I was reading all about, of course, I read all about the guests before they come on.
Right.
And he had actually opened up a can of beer and poured it over Glenn Fry's head.
Oh, my.
And I think that's the catalyst that
Right. Yeah, I knew there wasn't much
That
love
might
lost
do
there.
Don't pour
That's
no
great.
beer on my head.
Yeah.
Which, some people are just brazen like that.
Yeah, they are.
He probably had it
can't
coming
even
too.
imagine. You know what? And maybe he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Maybe he just thought it was funny, like, ha, ha, ha.
I doubt that. Probably was
Just took it
I've
too
had
far.
enough of you. Yeah, Deb.
Yeah, you're done.
We always tell Deb's jokes. She takes it one too far. Like, would have stopped there.
Yeah. I am known for that.
Yeah.
Like, just, if I had just stopped.
Just like stop there. Like the kids are on the phone, on speaker. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
That was maybe.
Do y'all have a show coming up on Halloween?
This is the first year we haven't.
we don't.
Really?
That's why we dressed up for you for Halloween.
Where is that place you play in Hendersonville?
Oh, that was in Hermitage. We
Was it
used to play
Hermitage?
the 12 Key Saloon, but
That's
the
right.
gentleman sold it. And so
yeah.
they have ex-nayed the music out of that place. So.
Why
I
would
know.
they
It's an
do that?
Italian restaurant now.
Why would they do that?
Because they're losers.
That's
They
the
got
difference
tired of losing
between
money,
good taste and
except
no
when we were
taste at
playing.
all.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess if we wanted to play Italian music, maybe they would let us play there. But, I don't know Italian
I
music.
don't know. I don't know Italian.
Either do I.
Well, I think it's got an Italian name,
that's the
but
only one
it's
I know.
just a sports bar.
Oh, doggone
Oh,
it.
yeah. It's hard to play at a sports bar because they just want to watch all the stuff.
I know. They always say, when are you taking a break? We want to watch the TV.
Yeah, the game's going on. Can you turn down? Can you turn down? But we do have a Christmas show coming up that you
Yes.
and George V are going to be emceeing for us. We're super excited.
And we're so excited to do that.
We're
so
honored
excited.
that you want to do that. So we're very
We
happy.
want to do it. We're looking forward to it.
December 4th.
Yeah, that's kind of been something that we've gotten into.
I love that.
So that's been really, really fun.
I'm so excited. Yeah, at Annecy Blue, right there across from the Belcourt Theater in Nashville.
And that's
see
where
us.
it's going to be?
Yes.
Yep.
Across
Beautiful.
from the Belcourt?
Yeah, it's
Love
a really neat venue.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and Post Malone was at the inductee ceremony.
Oh, no way.
Yes, he was.
that.
Yes, he was.
I love his country music.
I know.
It
It
was
actually
pretty
is
I am a
amazing.
fan.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him before, but I didn't know all his songs. It's just a few songs I was like, oh, I like him. But when I heard him I wasn't there at the Grand Ole Opry when he played, but I saw it on YouTube with Vince Gill.
Yes.
First of all, he just looks so joyful playing this country music.
Yes.
His outfit was really cool.
Yes.
And his songs are amazing.
Yes. Elvis Costello came out in
Come on.
gold boots.
No way.
And my boyfriend, Marty Morgan, his birthday's coming up, and he said, so if you have extra money left over from my birthday, can I have some gold boots? So I want to go to Goodwill, and I want to get some gold boots. He wears a size 11.
Oh, that's a big
And I want to spray paint them gold.
That's a good idea.
I want to give him everything he wants.
Oh, that is so nice.
I like that.
Some gold boots. That would be so cool.
Yes.
Joey has some gold boots.
I do.
You have gold boots?
Well, they're yes, not quite super gold, but yeah. And I will
Goldish.
tell you, they were my favorite boots, but they're starting to flake off.
Oh, they're not real gold. So, Anne, you have a show coming up on Sunday with George. Is that right?
Yes, GB.
GB.
And it is Lisa Stewart
Yes.
and Sean Camp. Have y'all ever heard Lisa Stewart play the trumpet with her thumbs?
No.
She does.
No.
She does. And she
Wait.
can definitely do that.
She plays it with her thumbs?
She does.
Wait, I'm not following.
She does it with her mouth and her thumb.
Yes, her
Oh!
mouth and her thumbs. Yes. And she's
Oh!
amazing.
I
And
need to
then,
see
of
that.
course, Sean Camp.
Yes.
Yes.
What a show that's going to be.
It is going to be a fabulous show.
Wow.
We'll
and
be
that's
tuning
this
in.
Sunday. You want to
It is
tell
this
the fine
Sunday,
folks how to?
WKRM Radio.
Yes.
Yes.
In Columbia.
In
That's right.
Columbia.
We do video parts of the show
Okay.
and post them on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh.
Yes, you do.
Definitely do that. Yes.
Now,
I saw some
I do too.
I did too.
some people I know.
Well, Anne, this has been amazing to get to know you,
Thank you.
better. I've
Yes.
learned some things
I've
about you that I didn't
enjoyed-
even know.
right.
Oh,
yeah.
I've just enjoyed being with all of you
Same
so
here.
much. So I can say, oh gosh, I can put this on my resume. Chicks with gear.
That's right. We have a tradition at Chicks with Gear
Yeah.
where we toast our guests as a thank you with yerba mate.
Mate. Yerba mate.
Mate.
Yes. So thank you for coming.
Yes. Guayaki.
Yes.
Guayaki.
Guayaki, guayaki. So guayaki is the brand.
Right. Oh, that's the correct pronunciation.
I don't know if that
Probably
is
not.
true. I don't trust
don't know.
anything I say anymore.
We love you, Americana.
Come on,
Ann.
Debster, let's go.
Thank you.
We do.
Oh my gosh, this is tasty.
It is.
It's very
Yerba mate, sparkling cranberry and pomegranate.
Yes.
That's my
Yummy.
favorite.
This flavor is sparkling grapefruit ginger, which is also really good. And then it comes not sparkly. You can buy it just like it's almost like a tea.
1 gram of protein.
Yeah, there you go.
That.
We can celebrate that. Yeah, yerba mate.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'm sad to say,
No,
on that note,
don't do it.
that's all we have for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe below. And thank you so much for tuning in.
And if you have any questions for us or there's something you'd like us to discuss, like some really cool pedal or some other gear, just comment below.
And until next time,
Don't you worry about
it.